It is your classic metal show right here on the classicmetalshow.com. That's All the Nova. Kind of a slow song there. And kicking off the show tonight, we heard Airborne with Diamond in the Rough. I don't know about being a diamond, but this guy's pretty rough. My good friend and partner, Chris Aiken. What's going on, Chris?
Piece of coal in the rough.
Yep. So here we are again.
Yes, we are. I'm getting used to these ear things, man. It's like a total. Do you get like a ton of reverb on your own voice now, or no?
Yeah, it's like a stereo thing.
Yeah, because it's like I feel like I'm on stage. Listen up, here we are.
That's kind of the whole thing. It's a stereo feed. So
yeah, it's definitely working. My voice sounds okay.
Yeah, it sounds great.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. So, it takes. I gifted Chris this week with some in-ears, some wireless in-ears. I've been using mine for a couple of weeks now, and I thought maybe I'd give Chris a late Christmas present.
Well, thank you, sir. I love it when my Lord and Savior brings me gifts.
So, I just thought we'd move away from the bulky headphone thing and try something new and go with the in-ears, kind of like the guys on the sports shows and the news shows. Do all professional.
I'm getting a report, Neeley. I'm getting a report.
Hey, what's that? The newsroom is checking in.
Somebody's in my ear telling me that we need to go to something now.
Exactly. So, so there you are. So, anyway, I've been using these for the last couple of weeks, and I thought, maybe you'd like to try out a pair.
Yeah, it definitely sounds different. It is definitely a big, giant sound in my ears. Jesus Christ.
Sure. So,
but it does sound good. So, hey, and the music kicks ass. Wow.
I told you that the quality of these things was just amazing.
Yeah. I can't believe that, for 3 cents an hour in India or wherever these fucking things were made, that they create such quality.
Yeah, no kidding. So anyway, I'm glad you like them. I'm glad they worked out for you. And if you use the volume on the pack,
on the red piece.
Yeah. If you use the volume and raise that up, it'll take out some of the stereo sound.
Oh, all right. Raise it up or turn it down?
No, raise it up and then use your volume on whatever you're using for.
Oh, okay. Bucket. I like hearing myself. More of me is good.
So, anyway, it's been a tragic week for the entertainment industry.
Yeah, it sure doesn't pay to be famous this week, huh?
Well, I'll tell you what, we lost Jeff Beck. We lost Lisa Marie Presley. We lost Robbie Knievel. We lost Robbie Bachman.
Bachman from BTO. Yeah.
It's like, holy shit, what's going on here?
Well, you know what's going on. We're not allowed to say it, but
I know what Robbie unfortunately passed away from, pancreatic cancer. But that's just basically from the hard living and the drinking and the drugging from the time he was a teenager. And, the obviously being the daredevil, ever since he was just a kid.
Right.
And living on the road and living a hard life. And, he's never made any secret about, his dependency on alcohol and drugs and things like that. In fact, what was it back in like 2014 or 2015, he got arrested or got pulled over for DUI for he was driving his motorhome or something, and I think he was involved like in a hit and run.
Right.
I think he was leaving Evel Knievel days, as a matter of fact, or something like that. And he got busted, and I think he got jailed for that for a short time. I think he was, I think he served some time for that.
Right. Well,
so 60 years old, Robbie Knievel gone.
Yeah, another one gone. And it's funny, I was talking to my mom yesterday, and she's a big celebrity follower person. Like, she loves that shit. She's like she has like, in her bathroom, she's got like all those magazines and stuff, People magazine and all the, all the celebrity starfucker magazines. And she hits me up and she's like, do you think Lisa Marie killed herself? And I have no reason to know. I honestly haven't thought of Lisa Marie Presley in 25 years.
Yeah, of course.
But my mom had this theory that Lisa Marie killed herself because of she dropped dead, quote unquote, suddenly, but it was right after the boyfriend, husband, whatever, left to take the kids to school. Like she got the kids out of the house and then fucking whacked herself. Took a bunch of pills or something.
Well, according to what was reported anyway, she died of a cardiac arrest. So, I mean, she could have induced something in her that caused her to have a heart attack, but who knows?
Yeah, I guess we'll find out the next week or so because I'm sure they'll tell us.
Yeah. Well, again, if you depend on the media to be truthful about things.
Yeah. Well, if it's not the pinch, then they'll tell us.
Right, of course.
If it's the pinch, then they'll say, "Wow, another coincidental 54-year-old that died."
Right.
How could that be?
I have no idea.
Yeah, good point, Jackal. The guy, the kid, the youngest kid from 8 is Enough died this week too.
Oh yeah, that's right. Nicholas.
Yeah, what was his name? Adam
Rich.
Adam Rich. Yeah.
Yeah, he died too.
Yeah. Wow. It's like one a day this week.
Yeah, these guys were only in. Robbie was 60, Lisa Marie was 54, Adam Rich, I think he was only 54.
Right.
I think he was about that age, and what was this? Robbie Bachman, I believe he was 69.
Okay.
And Jeff Beck, I think he was 78.
Yeah. Wow. 50 is the new 90.
Yeah, apparently so. So
Jesus, we're going back to 1800s times.
Yeah, people dropping like flies, man.
That's right.
Yeah, I don't think I remember a week where so many, entertainers, celebrities have passed away all in one week.
No, yeah, it's been crazy. That's for sure. It doesn't make a whole lot of logical sense now, does it?
Not at all. But life's short, man. We talked about it last week. So, you never know when your time is going to come. And if you've got something on your bucket list that you want to achieve, that you have the means of doing, I recommend you do it.
Right. Get it out of the way before you can't.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, obviously you're a fine example of that, what building a business and, doing broadcast and writing books and, just doing all the things that you want to do. And when you're inspired or you're moved to do it, you do it.
Yeah. I don't wait. I don't sit around with that whole, someday I'm gonna, no, that's for other people to someday it. Someday is today.
Yeah. Someday may never come.
That's right. Well, it almost didn't for me. That's why I don't waste any fucking time.
True. Oh, twice.
Yeah. 2 times.
Yeah. Not only the industrial accident, but the Rona, the Rona almost got you.
Yeah. So, that's why I'm like, I live for the minute, man.
Sure.
There ain't no promises of tomorrow. Ain't no promises. Isn't that a song?
Yeah, it is. Ain't no promise of tomorrow.
Yeah.
So, boy, yeah, it was a tough one. I was, obviously the one that obviously, affected me the most was, Robbie Knievel, because of being such a big Knievel buff as I am. And, having the opportunity to have met Robbie at the jump at the Caesar's Palace, because, every news story out there, that's what they cited as his quote unquote his biggest accomplishment, only because of, avenging his father's crash. Right. So that's, that's what the Knievels are synonymous for. Father didn't make it, Robbie made it.
Right. There you go. Yep.
Oh,
so he had an accomplishment that was all his own. That's good.
Yep. So anyway, I see that you put something up there on the crawler.
Yeah, for Bob's sister put this out. They announced that they're going to do a celebration of life for Bob on January 29th.
Okay.
At the Bourbon Room in Hollywood or in LA or wherever that is.
All right.
And they're trying to raise some money for expenses and probably, I'm sure, some of Bob's expenses and blah blah blah. But so I put the link in the chat there, and if everybody could throw a $1 or $2 or $5 or $10 or $100 or whatever,
I will throw some shekels at it.
Yeah, I did too. I did. And again, obviously, he's our close friends. Of course, we're going to help. But, if you enjoyed Bob on the show, which he certainly had enough appearances on it, but if you enjoyed Bob on the show, throw his family a buck or two. They're going through some shit. So,
Right. And what do you know about GoFundMe? How much does GoFundMe actually get out of these things?
I don't know. Honestly, because I don't think I would ever do a GoFundMe.
Yeah, I get that. I mean, I understand people do it, for various reasons, but I often wondered what the fee is. You know what I
I'm
mean?
sure they take a chunk.
Oh, I'm sure they do too.
They're not doing it out of the graciousness of their heart.
Well,
But
of course.
yeah, I don't know. Let me see. I can probably Google it. Let's see.
Do you think it's a third?
How much does GoFundMe take? GoFundMe. Oh, not bad. They take 2.9%.
Oh,
All
that's not bad.
they just do transaction fees. Really, that's
All
not
right,
bad.
3%.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Oh, that's good. All right. Well, if I'm okay, I'm trying to figure out, what I'm gonna throw that way and see what portion the family gets.
Yeah. So if you threw $500, they would get $484.
All right, that's good enough.
Yeah, that's not bad.
All right, good, perfect. Yeah,
So,
I
there you have
will.
it.
I will definitely maybe during the break here, I will log in there and throw some money that way.
Right.
So. Boy,
Here we go. 2023, picking right up where the last 3 years have left off.
sure, absolutely. So yeah, I know. So anyway, getting back to Robbie,
Yeah.
I wasn't aware that he was ill. I mean,
Mhm.
he's been out of the limelight for literally years.
Right.
And there was a time, well, speaking of Bob Nalbandian, there was a time where Bob had a little bit of a hookup there when Robbie was promoting that Mustang,
Right.
Black
Mhm.
Horse Motorsports, I believe it was, or something like that.
Right.
Can
Yeah.
you find that? Can you find that video? I think look up Robbie Knievel. I believe it was Black Horse uh Mustang Black Horse. It's called Black Horse. I'm pretty sure that's what it was called. Look up the Robbie Knievel Black Horse Mustang or something like that. They had kind of a pretty cool commercial, and he was he did the commercial for him, and he was doing some spokesperson stuff, and he was supposedly was gonna do some interviews and things, and Bob knew some of the people who were involved with that production, and he was trying to get us a hookup to get Robbie on the show, and unfortunately that didn't happen. As far as I know, there were really no interviews or anything. I mean, maybe that's the point. He was starting to get sick.
Yeah, it might have been, because why else wouldn't Robbie do it? He had nothing. He had nothing else going on.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Let's see if this is it.
yep, this is it.
Some legends never die. They carry the torch for us all and live on forever. America, land of the free, home of the brave. A world built on steel, guts, and glory. American legend, Dark Horse 545.
Wow.
Yeah, there you are. So that's the last I remember seeing Robbie do anything.
Yeah, I don't even remember. When was that?
I think that was around 2015 or so, 2016.
Okay.
I think,
Right.
So that's when Bob was trying to get us a hookup. And then, unfortunately that never came to be.
Yeah, I guess it's not happened now.
Yeah.
Because neither the guy or our hookup is still here. Jeez, oh man.
No, I know. That's the kind of the parallel that I was drawing with that, because I was kind of reflecting a little bit on, the Knievel legacy, whether it be Evil or Robbie and things. And then it reminded me of that commercial. And I thought, oh yeah, I remember just a few years ago he did that commercial and Bob was trying to get us a hookup.
Yeah. Yeah,
so
we did. We all talked about that a bunch, actually.
Yeah, I'm sure they're up in heaven having a discussion about that right now. They're looking down on us, and Brian Badass Boone is playing in the background.
Yeah, and, they're waiting for you to pass so they can do that interview, Neely.
Right, of course. And God has these clouds that Robbie are jumping. He's jumping from cloud to cloud, and
that's right.
Sailing and being free.
That's right. I'm going to jump 3,000 clouds today.
He's looking down on us and smiling.
That's right. He's going to jump the Lord's River Canyon.
That always makes me laugh when people say that. He's looking down on us and smiling.
And smiling. Shut up.
Is he?
I would hope. Look, if heaven is this cool place that it's supposed to be, I hope there's something more to do than sit there and look at other people and what they're doing.
Yeah.
I hope you got your own fun to have.
Are they sitting up there watching us? Are they watching us now, Chris?
I would hope not.
It's like, I hope you're doing something more exciting than that.
Yeah, I would hope that the quote unquote heavenly place has a lot more to do than watch other people.
Sure.
Doesn't sound much like heaven to me. Sounds like the other place.
Exactly. So, anyway, rough week in the entertainment world for musicians and performers alike.
Yeah,
so, boy, it gets tougher and tougher all the time.
Well, we'll be having our GoFundMe. Our families will be throwing GoFundMes for us soon.
I hope my family doesn't need a GoFundMe.
I just am like, whatever, man. Live for the day. Don't worry about tomorrow. It's like, talking to my mom, and she's 20 years older than me. So she's really in that headspace now of when is it going to be my time? And this, and I'm like, oh, come on, Mom, just stop.
Hey. Well, it does make you think about your own mortality. I mean, I'm not going to lie. It's gone through my mind, and, you think about it and you're just wondering, it's like, wow. The things happen before you know it. Like I said, not to dwell on, last year, but, losing two siblings. It's just like, I didn't see that coming, neither one of them were ill.
Yeah.
And it happened just like that, just that quick, so it happens fast.
It does happen fast, and you're never going to know, everybody has this grand illusion in their head that they're going to have time to plan and this and that. When your time is to plan? Right now.
Exactly.
Right now. Get what you want done. If you want to leave a mess, like I have, my kids know this, that I have in my safe deposit box, I have a thumb drive with messages to all my kids, actually a message for you to play on the CMS. I have all this shit already done so that, because I don't know what's going to happen. I might be in a car crash tomorrow. And who knows? And then I'm dead. Yeah. But then, the things that I want to be said, I have. They're up in the drawer.
Sure.
Got the will in order and all that other shit, and have already taken care of the things I need to take care of, and I've already let the kids know what I want them to get and how I want them to get it and all that shit. Don't wait. Waiting is dumb.
Yeah.
I learned that, I hate to be this way, but I learned it from my dad.
Sure.
My dad had all these grand plans of shit that he wanted to do. He was going to buy an RV and travel the country and spend, the last years of his life just seeing the open road. And,
right.
Because he's a truck driver guy.
Yeah, of course.
And what happened? Fell on a loading dock, broke his neck, got sidelined to a wheelchair, and then died 10 years later.
Wow.
It's like, fuck. Didn't get to do any of the stuff that he wanted to. Worked his ass off for 55 years.
I didn't realize your dad was paralyzed.
Well, he couldn't walk at the end, but he had a million problems. He had he had diabetes. He had, he had lost some toes from diabetes. He had dementia. He had broken his neck and was kind of, I don't know that he was fully paralyzed, but I'll put it this way. And I only was back in his life for like 6 months, and I never once saw him get up
Right.
out of the chair.
Right.
So, he was definitely stuck in the chair for the very, very most part. I never heard anybody say he was paralyzed per se, but I definitely heard him say that he wasn't walking anymore. So,
Right.
So yeah, it was a mess, and he didn't get to do what he wanted to do, which really opened my eyes to, you better fucking do your shit, dude.
I agree. I completely agree. Well, let's not bring the show down and make it a bummer show. I don't need a bummer show. It was a bummer yesterday when I saw the news about Robbie. That just kind of really bummed me out. And
sure, dude, this whole week just sucked. The whole Jeff Beck thing. I mean, a lot of people. I personally not really influenced by Jeff Beck in any real way, but but I understand the loss. I understand that it's huge for anybody that ever picked away at a guitar and, any Led Zeppelin people and stuff like that. I understand it's a gigantic loss, but
of course,
just
Yardbirds.
Yeah. That's why I'll just keep watching TV. Nobody dies unless they're supposed to die on TV.
Right. Of course.
Thanks for checking out this episode of The Classic Metal Show. Get all of our episodes uncensored at www.theclassicmetalshow.com. Join us weekly from 9 p.m. till 3 a.m. Eastern at www.cmsradio.net. Participate in the live chat room at www.chatandkill.com. Once again, thank you for checking out The Classic Metal Show with Neeley and Chris. Hail and kill. Fuck you, pal. And hail